Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Paytime and I'm just here today on this episode to share some useful information with you. And this one actually hit me hard because it came about while I was viewing something on social media. An advertisement came on and this was an advertisement of a woman's face, and it showed something about, it was about laser hair removal. And once I saw it, it struck me. And it struck me because this is something that I've been battling with for years. I have PCOS, and one of my extreme symptoms has been hair growth, facial hair growth, but extreme facial hair growth, especially under my chin. With this, I was waxing, plucking, threading all in 1 week. And what would happen is once I wax plucked, I grew these ingrown hair will come in these big bumps, and I would pluck the bumps. And then once I plucked the bump, I had to take the hair out myself too. And then it would leave dark circles. So I had like these little dark circles all under my chin. I didn't really have any big issues with the rest of my face. Mine extreme symptoms was mostly under my chin, and it was horrible. So until a friend of mine actually recommended laser hair removal, she wasn't doing it for her face, but she recommended. So I went to go see Dr. Thomas Bold certified dermatologist. So I've been a patient of hers for a very, very long time, and she'll let you know how long I actually been doing this in the video. But doing this has been so beneficial. Like the hair is almost non-existent. And when it do come back, it comes out where it's like it's so thin. It changed the texture of the hair. It changed the texture of my skin, and it not only did it take the hair away, some other benefits that she'll talk about actually came along with that. So this is something, believe me, it works. It works. It works. So especially for my extreme case, I know some people may not be this extreme, but for me, it was extreme. So this has been something that I hope that it will help. If you know somebody that's battling with that extreme hair growth, facial hair growth, this is one of my recommendations because I've tried it and I've seen the results of it, and it helps. And I'm hoping that this video will help anybody that's struggling with it, or if you know anybody that's struggling with it, that this video would help. And come along and watch this. It's my last day for my laser hair removal. Essentials. Last day for my laser hair essentials. College Park. Last day. Sorry. Given out of this to actually like wash your face before you start the treatment. This is like a little sponge, and of course the towel, and then you have CeraVe. So I'm supposed to wash my face. Wash everything off. Okay. And we're ready already for my treatment. See you in a little bit. Wash all that oil off. Washing my face. This is a happy place.
Okay, come on in, patient.
face today at Laser Essentials. Patience has been coming here since, I'm looking at her chart, oh wow, since we opened. She's one of our tried and true and trusted clients.
Wow.
That is a long time ago.
2016.
In April.
That is a long time.
And we have moved to a new beautiful site, which she will include on her capture of the video. And we usually, I think she started mostly because, as you all well, which is, even if it's not diagnosed by sonogram or blood work, pretty much, I'm Dr. Thomas, I think that most of you guys born after the 70s have PCOS because of the hormones in the food. And your mom, she's probably working and she had to Zoom over to get you something to eat before she made dinner. And of course, who knows if Costco has organic meats. Of course, if you have a big family, it's hard to feed your family on smaller grocery stores. But that's why people are so crazy about Lidl and Aldi's, because they don't allow, the Germans have never allowed hormones in their food. All right, patient, so patient's gonna sit up higher. Okay, so the first thing we do usually, if you're new, is I show you on your hand what it looks like. It feels a little different on your face. And then I show you, I do a spot test by the area we're gonna do. We do her face, and she's been kind enough to share her experience with you guys, which everybody doesn't do. So
Nope.
she has to go into these goggles, full titanium, and I guess if she just leaves her hand in the same place, we should be able to capture the whole thing. And I'm just going to expand the goggles. The goggles don't allow any light in. You protect your eyes. And the machine we use is called the YAG, and that's the one that's best for people of all color. And it blows this cold stuff at the same time. A lot of people are afraid of laser because they feel like, oh my. But it's technology. You guys use a smartphone. You do all kinds of new things. And this is not really new anymore. It used to be back in 2002. But Dr. Battle, who is Cultura, helped revolutionize the machine for us, for people of color. I'm the same skin type as patients. Anybody that has African blood, we're all skin type 6, and we have to be careful what type of machine we use to not burn you. And then you see behind patients, you can see there's this diagram, you might be able to see it, that shows the pattern of hair growth. The face is very, very hard because it has a high blood supply, so most people have to do a number of treatments. Since patient has been consistent, I have her on a setting that's consistent with our African blood, but a little higher than the manufacturer would recommend, because we've been doing this for 10 years now. We call ourselves Skin of the World. So we have people from the Caribbean, we have all of Africa, Nigerians, people from Chad, we even have South Africans. We have all of Europe, Polish people, French people, Italian people. We have everybody. We have all the Latinos from the Middle Caribbean, Middle America, Salvador. And so patients are kind of used to this, but it feels weird. And basically what happens is when the laser fires, the cryogen spits at the same time, and that is what keeps it tolerable. So I do the laser only encompasses 80% of the circle of the tip. So I do a 20% overlap, make sure I cover all areas. You might say, what? I avoid eyebrows and hairline. What? You might say, why is she doing this on her face? Well, we've learned in our 10 years that the laser increases collagen. So not only is it we use it for hair, we have learned that it's about the best facial that you can get, because it's one of the only things that goes down to the layer beneath the epidermis, called the dermis. There are very few things that go to the dermis. Maybe a little retinol, glycolic, which is one of my favorite products. Most stuff just sits on top of the skin, but this is one of the best facials you can get. In fact, people say to them, wow, your face is glowing. And so the hair takes a little longer, but the glowing perspective comes pretty fast. And so we have people who don't even do it for hair. They just do it for aging and glowing. Okay, put your tongue right here, inside your mouth, because that would really hurt. So we're just doing the mustache area. That usually feels worse, but not terrible. A little different than everywhere else. So we save that for last. This is for creepers. Sometimes people have hair that starts to creep out of their nose. And then I take off the goggles, and she's pretty used to it, so she didn't do any complaining, and I didn't have to stop. And then our go-to medicine that we put on is hydrocortisone. Some people say, well, what about aloe? We say, well, aloe's nice, but we really do hydrocortisone. Hydrocortisone is for inflammation. And usually what happens is the neck itches the most. So we put a good amount over here. You can get this at the dollar store. We buy ours at Costco because we use a lot. And then we put it on the whole face. And so for the next couple of days, she just can't use any real abrasive cleansers. She just has to be just a little careful with the sun. The sun only really contributes mostly to the treatment if you come in with a too serious of a tan. We send you to wash your face. We can't tattoo over lasers. We don't like to tattoo any pigment. And so we're very careful about all those things. And so, usually she comes in every 4 to 6 weeks. The growth period above the neck is 4 to 6 weeks. And she's probably a little addicted. She thinks that it helps her hair, but it also helps her skin. And I think she likes us a lot.
I love it. I love it.
Alrighty, you guys.
If you can't tell that I love it, it's coming here since 2016.
Yeah, she's seen us through a lot.
Yeah.
She sure has.
It's
And
definitely.
we've seen her through a lot too.
Yep.
Thanks be to God. All right.
Come back because I want to do my underarms
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
what
Let me
I'll
make
do.
sure.
There's the hydrocortisone. And then essentially we just say no hot stuff today, no saunas or anything like that.
Yeah.
And no picking or scratching, no plucking, because we want the hair to stay in the follicle. So the goal is to kill the hair in the follicle. And these have lost their blood supply already, so we're trying to kill the artery in the vein. And then that prevents the hair from growing. And it's not a miracle, it's a process. Not yet, maybe one day. And we want you to shave so that we don't attract the laser to the top of the skin, which can irritate the skin, but we're trying to get to the root of the skin. So, and at any given time, there's only a little bit of hair in each stage. And so this is the only stage we can kill the hair, excuse me. And these have already started to lose their blood supply. So and we think there's a hormonal growth relationship between hair growth and so we ask you a lot about your cycle and things like that. So.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
I hope that was helpful. If you like this content, thumbs up and subscribe below. Until next time.